Hello friends, welcome to Anirban's World of Digital Finance powered by S4Hana, and this is Anirban here. Today we are going to record the 50-second video, and which would be on document display and line item display. All right. So with that, let's start sharing the screen. Okay. So I hope you can see the screen, and let's open the Excel file, which by now we are already, I hope we are all familiar with. Those of you who are following my videos. So as mentioned before that we are going to record S4HANA FICO module and 50-second video on document and line item display. There are several activities that we are going to do here, and these are all in end user video. Okay. So FBO3 we can yeah. All right. All right, so let's. These are the SAP menu, and we are going to discuss once we log into this to SAP. These are the type is end user. This is the T codes, and these are the activities. Okay, this is a section, and this is a chapter. Okay, so quickly log into SAP. We are already in SAP S4HANA 2020, and then we are going to accounting, financial accounting, general ledger, and then we are going to look into the document, and then we will look into display. All right, and if we know the document number, we can click here, or else what we can do is we can uh, we can go here and we can select document number HKNM company code, and fiscal year is 2021, and document type is SA. Okay, and that's it. Let's see if it pulls up anything. Okay, so this is the only document in essay document that you have posted, and this is how it pulls up. And if you double click here, you will be able to see the document. So this is one way of looking into the document. And if we go back again, so suppose you have a range of company codes or you have a range of document numbers. So you can say you can go here, and you can also give the complete a list here. Okay, so for instance, I'll give CC UK. Okay, this is another company code, and I execute, and then I pull the execute. CC UK. These are the documents that I have posted, and HKNM. These are the document types, documents that has been posted. SA is actually, if you see what is SA, SA means SA is a GL type, but let's see, SA is a GL account document. SA is a GL account document. We have discussed this before, but just to as a refresher, KR is a vendor invoice, KG is a vendor credit memo, and KD is a just give me a moment. DR is the customer invoice, customer, and DG is a customer credit memo. SA is the GL document. Okay, so these are mostly the document type that we use. So this is one way of pulling up a document. If you have a document number, you can also pull up populate it in this screen, in this previous screen. Okay, then you will be also, and then you hit enter, you will be able to see the document. Okay, and then you double click it further, and then you can also see the line item details here. Okay, so and then if you want to click on this little hat, it gives you further more details about the reference number, and then the document date, posting date, currency, who has posted. So if you see, this is my ID on 8101. I think at some point of time I parked it on, so everything, entry date, parking, posting date, everything you get here. All the various information you can get here. Text, it talks about the document, why you have entered this document, what is the purpose. So this is how you can display a document. Similarly, you can see a AR document and the AR document and a AP document. So I'll come to it later. Now, now if you, this is one of the document display, and then if you go to account, and then you will be, if you go to display change line item, okay, sorry, if you go to account and you display change line item, so this will give you the line item level details. This will give you the line item level details. So if you click here, and for example, if you want to see cash account, okay, and then you click enter. So this is the line item that we have posted. So it will actually pull up all the documents that has been posted in this cash GL account. Okay. So same way, if you can put a range. For example, you have several GL accounts from 1000 to 100 to 200. So that thing you can put. If you want to put an individual range, you can also put an individual range over here. For example, if I put a bank, and then I want to say bank as well, and then we click execute. So this gives you the bank and the cash line items. Okay, as of now we can see that we have seen posted one each, but having said that, you can also see several line items if there are several postings. So so we have seen how to see a document and how to see a line item, display change line item. So how to get a line item level report. Okay. Now, for example, the same thing, if we want to see what is the balance as of today for our GL, then what we should do is we will go here. And for example, if we take say ERP implementation, okay, and then we hit enter, execute. So what we see is that the debit or the debit entry here is 3,400 total debit entry, total credit entry is 300, and now the balance is 3,100. So this is how we see the balance of a particular GL. If we double click it here, we can deep dive into this entry of all the entries that we have made here, and which is making up to 3,400. Okay, and if we go out and if we double click in on 300, we can also similarly deep dive and see what are the line items which are making 300. Okay, if we click here and if we click on this icon, specs, and then you look up this icon, you can see this document as well. So these are the various ways you can see a document, and you can get the line item, and you can get the balance of the of a ledger or a vendor or a customer. Okay, so far what we have done is, if we go back, so in a general ledger we have seen a document, how to look at a document by giving various specifications, and then how to display change line item and how to display balances. Okay, the same thing exercise that we are going to do now is on the accounts receivable. So similarly, in accounts receivable document, if we go to document, the same, the T code is the same, FBO3. Okay, and it is already populated. So because this is probably the last document that we have posted, but if we suppose if we don't know the document, and then we same way we have to go to the document list, and for example we need the document type as mentioned that for accounts receivable the vendor invoice is D DR, customer invoice. Sorry, customer invoice is DR. And then we can go here and we also say we also want to see the G, which is a customer debit memo. Okay, and fiscal year we give 2021. All right, and then we execute. See, this is how to get the listing, and then you double click here, and you can go and see what are the further, like documents against each one of this line item. So this is about the customer documents. How to see the same way we can go to accounts, and this is FBL 5N. So FBL 5N we can see the display change line item, and FBL 10N we can see the display balances. Okay, so we have it is the same thing. I just once let me show you still. So suppose I have this local vendor I'll take. Sorry, local customer I'll take, and this is a company code, and I want to see all the open items as on 10th August. Okay, now this is cleared items. Cleared item is the ones that are actually like we receive the payment, and this is not open. In case of customer, we have received the payment or it has been netted off, right? So this is cleared, and all item means open items and cleared items. If it is something to do with a special GL, we will see this in the further videos. So if there is some down payments related and we are posting in some special GL, then you have to click it, and then only you will be able to see what are those items. And then there are options like part items and the vendor items. Okay. So all right. So this is primarily about how to look into the vendor line items. Sorry, customer line items, and the same way we have to double click to each one of them. Either we double click or click into this spectacles to see this details about this line item, and we can click on this to get the supporting document. And if we click on the on this hat, we will get all the information about when it is posted, when it is created, who has created it, and so on. Hello everyone. Okay, hello. All right. All right. So this way we have created, we have seen how to see the line item of the customer. Okay. We have seen a line item of the customer, and we have seen the how to display a document. All right. So now after this, we will go to accounts payable. And then this is a document. The same way, I don't want to repeat it, but this is FBO3. We can see a document like this in FBO3, and this is accounts payable. And here it is like we are receiving some amount as a revenue from EFGH Finance. So this is how you can look it. And the same way, you can click on the head and see all the details, that post date, posting date, and so on. All right, so if you go back again, and if you go to account, and it is the same as accounts receivable and accounts payable, is just a repetition, but still I want to show you that this will give you the balances of individual vendors. So if I click here, and again, if I take say 1 2 3 4 finance, and I click on execute, so this will give me that this is the debit that has been made, this is the credit that has been made, and this is the balance. Okay, so 300 has been the debit, and 4,000 is the credit, and the ultimate balance is 3,700. And you click on each one of them to get the individual details of what is making up the 300 debit and 4,000 credit. So you can make all these individuals, and again you can click on individual line items and see the supporting details, and click here to see the supporting document, and click on the hat to see further details. Okay, so this is how basically in ARAP and GL we see a line item. I see a line item. We can see the balance, individual balance of the customer, vendor, or GL, and also we can see the document. Okay. So with that, let's do some more. Okay, now let's go to FBL 1N. Now coming to FBL 1N, and let's say I'm going to do like show you how to also customize the layout and the customer and create a variant, right? So let's do it. And the same thing you can exercise for the for general agent and the GL, as well as AR. I am going to do this exercise only for AP. Okay, so I am already selected a vendor account, and uh, I'm going to hit enter. right? Now what I need is that I don't want this text. Instead of that, for example, currency is already there, clearing doc is there. I don't need the text. Instead, let me see. So how you should basically do it. So you have to click on here, which is the layout. I don't know why it is not showing up. Yeah, it should show up. So you click here, change layout. So if you change, so here the number, the columns, the placements, you can the placement of each one of the columns you can change by using a change layout, and subsequently you can save it. Okay. So what I'll do is that I'll click on this change layout. See, this is what we currently have, and this is the position, and this is the length, and these are the hidden fields which we can bring up. So what we should do is that, suppose text I don't want. So what I'll do is that I'll take off the text. So I'll select the text and I will click on this button. All right, and probably, and we can also change the positions by, like, if you change the numbers here, you can change the position. Now what I should do is that, let me look for some of the columns that I want to bring in here. Okay, so I don't have the fiscal here. So let me just give me a moment. Let me see what else we can bring in here. So these are the several fields that we can bring in here. So what I want to do is that I want to say, for example, bring in, I want to bring in, say, fiscal year. I want to bring the fiscal year. So I'll select this and I will click here. And then I also want to bring the posting period as well. So I will select the posting period and then I will select here. So this, if you see that we have brought in the, we have taken the text, and we have taken the text, and we have taken off the text, and we have actually selected the fiscal year and the posting period. Now the fiscal year is the 11th column, and posting period is the 12th column. So what if we want to interchange it? So all we have to do is that we have to make it 12 and make this 11. Okay, and then I will copy it. So now what we see is that text is here. Okay, and fiscal year and posting period is not there. So text will now go, and instead of that, we will first see the posting period and the fiscal year. Okay, so what I will do is that I will copy it. Once I copy it, if you see that, first I see the posting period and then the fiscal year. So this is how you can change the layout. Now, if you go out once, this layout will be, you won't get this layout anymore. So what you should do is that you can save this layout so that you can refer back to it as and when you come back again to this screen, and you can reuse the this layout. So how you should do that is that, uh, I will click on the save layout. I'll click on the save layout, and then suppose if it is a user specific, if you click on this user specific, then you can use see the layout for yourself only. But if it's not a user, if you don't click it, then anyone who can all right. So with that, so if you click on this user specific, as mentioned before, that you will be only able to see it. So for example, my login is Anirban01. So as and when I'll be logging it in as Anirban0, this user ID, this should be user ID specific. And if you don't click it, then anyone who has the access to this SAP database, they will be able to see it. So I make it I am not making it user specific, and what I will do is that I will name it as Anirban underscore 2. Okay, and I can give a description as a vendor line item layout. Okay, Now I try to save it and see. Let me see if it gives any message. See, it says the standard layout must start with a special character, which is this special character. Okay, so if it has been a user specific, then I need not have to give this, but only once I give this special character like this, uh, then like I need to give the special character to make it like available for all. So now I save it and it will be saved. Now if I go back, okay, now if I go back and again if I click on FBL1, all right, and then if I go down and I will select the layout as say for example I can do it like this way as well. I'll select here. See, this one is showing on Anirban 2. I'll select this. Okay, I'll select this and then I will go here. If you see that the text is not showing up and it is showing the period when it is posted, which is 5, and 5, for example, 5 is May. So it has been already been posted in May because our period 1 is sorry, our period 1 is April. So April, May, June, July, August. So this is all posted in August, and the year is fiscal year 21 because our period 1 is April, so period 5 is August. So this is how you can save a layout. You can design a layout, and then you can save it as a for your future reference, and you can also make it user specific or you can make it non-user specific or generic. Okay, now for example, I want to freeze this HKNM. Okay. Suppose these are the variants that I have updated. These are the parameters that I have updated in the screen. I want to freeze it to a certain extent. Okay, I want to freeze it to a certain extent. For example, I want to freeze HKNM, but I want to leave. I don't want to have this vendor. I mean, I can make this variable, but I want to make HKNM as a constant. Okay, so how I should do it. So just give me a moment. Okay, so I wish, as I mentioned before, that I want to create a variant here. Okay, which I would refer to in for future, where these parameters to certain extent would be fixed. So what I can do is that I can fix this company code and keep this as variable. So what I should do is I should go to system. Sorry, I should go to variants and save as variable. Now this opens up for me. Now again, I want to name this as Anirban underscore 3. I want to name this as Anirban underscore 3, and then I want to name description as vendor line item display variant. Vendor line item display variant display, and then I can say this HKNM. Okay, vendor line item display HKNM. All right, and okay, and then what I can do is that as I mentioned before that I want to freeze this company code. So I'll click here. I want to freeze this company code. So what will happen is that, not too sure why it is not taking. Yeah. So once I check this, what you will see is that once you are selecting this variant, then the company codes it would be selected. Why we want? What is the good thing about it is that suppose we have 50 company codes, right? And I want to see only 10 out of it, right? So if you do go for a dynamic selection and you update a company code every time, you need not have to update that. You freeze the company code and you can only see all the vendors pertaining to that particular company or list of company codes. So for example, I save this. So now if you see, this is saved, right? Now if I go out and again I am coming in. Now this, if you see, this HKNM is open and this there is nothing updated here. So what I should do is that now I go to variants and I want to get variants. And now I select H on H1 3. See, now if you see that the HKNM is grayed out, which means that whatever value that we have assigned in company code, it will immediately take, and then I can update the balance like vendor account, whatever I want. and then and if I want to take it off, for example, or do whatever, and then I can select it, and it will generate the line item. So here it is showing the line item for 4001, which is 1234 finance. Then one time vendor as well, which is John White. Okay. These are the two postings that we have made, and this is what it is showing. Okay, so this is how we can like fix the layout and also save as a variant, save the variants for pulling up the uh, to freeze the parameters or to design the parameters for line item display report, right? So let's go back, and one more thing I wanted to show you is accounting document. So let me go here, let me go here. All right, so this is the original document is there. Now, for example, all right. So if I want to see the accounting document, I mean, this is not allowing me. Uh, yes. Now, if I go to environment and then go to document environment, so this is the original document, and if I want to see the supporting accounting documents, which is created once we post a document in SAP, then we have to go to environment, document environment, and click on the accounting documents. Okay, these are the various kinds of documents that actually automatically gets created once you post the invoice. Okay, so let's click here. So this is a accounting document, and then we will go to profit center document. So this is the proper supporting profit center that we see. This is the profit center document, and if we go back and see the supporting controlling document. So if you see, this is a controlling document that has been created once we post the document. One thing that you can see is that this 20 the in the currency, it is the global currency that has been picked up, and say 20,798 is actually in INR. Why it is, if you see INR, why? Because our local currency is in GBP, but our global currency is in INR. So it has used a translation rate, and we have actually populated 20,798 INR, Indian rupees. If we come back, so it is actually 200 GBP. If we have, and system actually automatically picked up the relevant translation rate between GBP and INR, and it gave the relevant INR which is the global currency in our setting, in our company code, which is HKN, right? So this is how we can see the various documents the which is posted, which is automatically posted by the system once we post a invoice, right? So that's pretty much I wanted to show you in this video. Let me go back and see if we have covered everything that we wanted to see. So this is a display document, which is the document which is FBO3 in both in all JL vendor and customer, and then display line items, display and change line items. So display and change line item, we have and display balances, right? So we have seen that display and change line item and display balances of the GL, AR, and AP. Then in the line item display, we have also seen how to like save a layout, and also we have seen how to save a layout, how to make the layout as user specific or it is open to all, and also we have also seen how to save a display variant, right? So if you remember, Anirban underscore 2 was a display layout where we configured the what are the columns that it should be displayed and what are would be their positions. So we have the flexibility of taking off the columns that are already displayed and bringing the new columns or the new fields which are from the high hidden list. And the variants, as I mentioned, that like these are the parameters that we can fix to which finally determines the generation of the line item report. Accounting document we have also seen, and that is all about this video. If you see, the couple of menus are missing here, but these are all repetitive because you can see it from the earlier rows. So intentionally, I have kept it blank. So that's it about our video on document and line item display. I hope you like the video, and if you like the video, please click on the like icon. And if you are yet to share the channel, subscribe the channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you guys. Bye.